everybody, welcome back to Taz's Wig Closet at Wig Studio One, here to help inspire and empower your wig journey. Today we're going to take a look at what I'm wearing today, a beautiful new style by Raquel Welch. It's called Stroke of Genius in the color RL1621SS. There's a lot of detail here, plus some gifts that I wasn't aware of coming up. I purchased this style at Wig Studio One. You can find it there too. All you have to do is drop below the video, expand the description box, and I will attach a direct product link labeled Raquel Welch's Stroke of Genius. If you click on that link, it'll take you right out to the site where you can see all of the colors and the pricing. We invite you to shop at Wig Studio One. If you have any questions for us, please reach out to support@wigstudio1.com. And don't forget to join us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I have a lot to say about Stroke of Genius by Raquel Welch. It's a long layered style with a really lush density and this big, bold, beautiful curl. But let's talk about this color before I move on and forget. This is the Shaded Sand RL1621SS. I have seen a lot of variation in this color, and it's all according to the piece that you get, so do expect some variability on this. So based on this piece and from my own eye, I'm looking at a medium to dark sandy blonde. Sometimes I can see that sandy blonde is more neutral, but sometimes it's leaning a little bit warm, and in this case, I think that's what's going on here. We're seeing a little bit of warmth to that sandy blonde in this one. And then there's a light gold blonde highlight along with some platinum in there as well. And they bring that platinum to lighten and brighten up around the face. They do bring it up to the lace front. We're going to get into that in just a moment. And then there is a medium brown root on this one. Now remember, the studio lighting can enhance contrast. So this root probably looks a little darker on camera than it actually is. And I'll give you a look at this outside as well. This color to me just really reminds me of a darker shaded biscuit. So for me, being a shaded biscuit fan, I am really going to love this for fall and winter. I absolutely love it when things come together to make a beautiful style. And this style has all the ingredients. So we're talking about a front piece of about 8 inches. Now you notice that jumps right off of the lace front and kind of coils back into the style. I feel like that gives it a real retro kind of Farrah Fawcett era feel and vibe to it, don't you? And it stays out of the face so nicely. So all I did was take this out of the box. I shook it out and I gently just kind of pried those fibers away from one another and fluffed them out a little bit just to give it some natural movement. So this little bit of contour was there, and all I had to do was flesh it out, tease it out a little bit with my fluffing fingers here. And it just beautifully stays out of the face. So that is the one big plus for me when we're talking about a long style. So overall, I didn't measure it, but eyeballing it, it's 18 to 20 inches overall, given its curl and wave pattern. It features an extended, beautiful Raquel Welch extended lace front and left monofilament side part. It's a very lush, thick density, and this is made from the True to Life fiber by Raquel Welch, so it is heat friendly. And the style weighs just under 6 ounces. So what I think makes this style so remarkable is this marriage between this big, bold, beautiful wave and the cascading layer effect. So that kind of gives it a little bit of retro appeal, but it's timeless in its beauty, isn't it? So we're looking at that first layer of about 8 inches, and you are actually going to find about 4 distinct cascade of layers all the way down. Can you see they're almost delineated by that curl, so it's easy to spot them. And that gives it a lot of body. So despite the fact that there's a lot of tiered layers in the back, we're still looking at a very lush density. There is a lot of hair here. It doesn't feel too heavy though, probably because of the lightness and airiness of those layers. Now I did make an observation on this. Now since this is heat-friendly fiber, we know that those can take a little bit of special attention, right? Special care in TLC. to keep it looking its best. And over time, no wig is going to last forever. And so in the process of wearing it, washing it, and so forth, we're going to start to see some wear and tear on the fibers. What I'm suggesting here is that as this wig gets worn out, especially at the nape and at the back, you can actually trim this up to the next layer, the next tiered layer. So starting here, but stay with me here. Wouldn't it be absolutely gorgeous if all of this was gone and that 8-inch layer remained? Because look at that beautiful delineation there. So if we took it up to about here, wouldn't that be stunning? So you can actually trim on this wig and just kind of follow the layers, and I think it would look beautiful for a very long time. I'm wondering if maybe the unfiltered style would be similar if we took it up to about there. I don't know, but I am just loving these little flips and bends, all this bounce and body. I love it. Can you tell? It just looks like it's been set with these big barrel curlers, and then you just sort of deconstruct a little bit with your fingers. There's actually some tapering here on the ends, which further really just marks those layers. It's gorgeous. Okay, moving on then. Let's take a look at this lace front. We have all come to expect a wonderful lace front by Raquel Welch, and this does not disappoint. Okay. So it does extend back into the ear tab. That's going to give you a beautiful look from the front, as well as obscure any seams. A lot of different options here in terms of styling, off and away from the face. Now this one, I think the only thing that might have made it a little bit better is if it were a full monofilament top. This one just has that monofilament lace that runs all the way back to the crown area. You can still get an illusion of scalp where it's parted. And again, that's just left of center, which is a very flattering part on most people. You can just really play that up. Now, if you wanted to flip it, it would be easy enough to do because these layers in the front being around 8 inches would be easy to sweep off to either side without any problem or exposed wefting. So if you like yours parted more in the middle or onto the right side, I really don't think it's going to be a big issue for you at all. And look at that volume that you can get just by kind of taking the part in the opposite direction. Causes just enough resistance in this to give it some beautiful volume on the top. So let's talk permatease then. You're going to find quite a bit of permatease on this cap, all around that monofilament, in the back, really heavy in the back and at the nape. Lots and lots of thick, heavy, pillowy permatease back there. You'll find some at the temple. Just about every square inch of this cap has thick, pillowy permatease, but I gotta tell you that it works. It works with this style. If they were going for something straight and low profile, it would be too much. But this is just really serves as a nice scaffolding, and it props up all of this beautiful body and wave. It's just the right amount of permatease, in my opinion. If you don't like permatease, it may be you might want to give this one a second thought. Here's an inside look at the cap for Raquel Welch's Stroke of Genius. There's your lace front. It extends almost all the way back through that ear tab. Very widely extended Then we have a beautiful contour, seamless back into a left monofilament side part, nice fine knotting, absolutely gorgeous. We have a closed velvet ear tab, lots of wefting. There is an extended felted nape with Velcro style adjusters. I had to cinch this one in as far as it could go to accommodate a petite average circumference. So here in the styling segment, this is not a tutorial on how to style a long wig, but it's meant to help inspire you to style your long wigs. Also, it just helps you get to know this wig better. There is so much you can learn by watching a style being moved and manipulated in this segment. So let's try with glasses. Actually, the glasses aren't too bad. There's a lot of permatease, but it's a little higher up on the temple. I feel like this is a good glasses-friendly, long style. Everybody check it out at Wig Studio One. All of the links are below this video. We'll see you again real soon, right here on Taz's Wig Closet at Wig Studio One.